What up, guys? MikeMountain here, coming at you with another episode of Call of Cthulhu. So I'm going to use my controller now because this game doesn't really require anything like with a mouse and keyboard. So I just figure play easy with the controller. I need to click on anybody's heads, so.
Who goes there?
What am I in? Actually, I don't know. I was going to go with.
Again. I need a drink.
Alright. So. Is that how slowly my head turns? Are you serious? Okay. And there goes the controller. Ah! That was ridiculous. Alright. So, back to mouse and keyboard. Ooh, it's daytime. So yeah, in the last episode, we escaped the hospital, which we ended up in, which was really weird.
No.
Okay.
I want to know what Bradley and Dr. Colton have to say about all this.
All right. Yeah, so some wacky stuff happened. If you can say as much as that. I went under. Sorry, it's been like a week since I played for some reason. Went under the Hawkins Manor. Some crazy shit happened. I found a cultist. I ran away. Charles Hawkins is alive. He got shot. And then I woke up in an insane asylum. So,
Mr. Pierce, how do you feel?
like shit.
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
That's good. You were dead. Just want to look around, see if there's anything else I can interact with. Oh, no. Well, I haven't said no to a drink yet. I'm not going to have a drink, actually. Because I'm tired of it saying that it's going to affect my destiny. I'm no longer letting that shit change me. Can I have a drink of this? No. Okay, so it's only whiskey. Alright, let's talk to the old copper.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
What am I looking at?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are
Okay,
you
there we
alright?
go. That was
You
weird.
look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us, what happened?
You're dead. So how am I supposed to have all the occultism points to pick this? Unless like underneath, when I was under the ground, you know, I'm trying to say under the manor, there were certain options I could have chosen, but let's talk to you. I can't pick. You should be dead either. Okay, fine.
I heard you talking earlier.
Why am I not surprised?
I get the impression you two don't get along.
Intrusive and not very clever. Anyway, let's get back
Wow,
to
I
the business at
just
hand.
dropped that right in the middle. I was like, hey, you two, you don't like each other.
What I'm sure of now is that the Hawkins case isn't just an accident.
And what brings you to that conclusion?
The fact that Charles Hawkins survived the fire.
You're not
I
gonna
don't
remember.
understand. Mr. Hawkins was buried.
That's what he would have you believe.
I have a hard time believing you.
You were there, Bradley. You even opened fire on him.
I'd remember that.
Yeah,
Why would
because
he
you were
fake
dead.
his own death? Do you think he covered up his wife's murder?
That's possible.
Seems hard to swallow. Don't you have anything more concrete, Pierce?
Well, why don't we just go back to the thing? Excuse me. Unlocked answer. Nice.
What do you remember?
I don't understand your question.
The night we
What?
went into the Hawkins mansion. You don't seem to remember the tunnels and what occurred there.
No memory of going down any tunnel. No, we were in the manor, then,
Then what?
Yeah.
the rest
There
is
you
quite
go.
blurry.
Gotcha.
I don't recall how I came back
You
home.
and your eyeliner.
And then?
I went to visit you at the hospital and called on Marie's help to get you released.
And you don't remember the events of the tunnel.
I don't. Let's talk about something else.
No, I kind of got to him there, I guess. Alright, so I'm not medically qualified enough to tell him that he should be dead. Which doesn't make any sense, considering you don't have to be a doctor to tell someone, hey, I saw you die. But, alright. Oh, you bounced when I went over here. Okay, so let's talk to you. So unlocked answer. What do you think of this prescription? I saw dead bodies.
Given the energy he pours into Riverside, I presume it was Fuller's creation.
His
Fuller.
father's, to be correct. He was a surgeon on board the Scylla. He founded the hospital in 1904 with funds from the Hawkins family before he died and his son Thomas Fuller took over.
Two families inextricably linked.
Most island families are that way. Captain Fitzroy's father was also a seaman aboard the Scylla.
Powerful families dominating everything.
Yes, and as you could tell, Dr. Fuller is like some crazed emperor.
He wouldn't be happy if he knew we were snooping around.
I know the risks.
Wow.
I don't fear
He
him.
definitely went to
Do you
detective
wish
school.
to know anything else?
What's her accent? I recognize her voice, actually, I feel like. I know it. I don't know where from. I see dead people.
I found this at the Hawkins house. The doses seem insane.
Barbiturates. But these doses...
What do you mean?
Half the island is under treatment. What is prescribed here, however, is enough to knock out an ox.
Fuller wrote this
Sounds like a kind of
prescription
island
to
I want to
fool
party
everyone
on.
into believing she was mad.
Or perhaps her husband wrote it.
Perhaps Charles and Dr. Fuller were in league.
Like a
A
softball.
conspiracy.
Ah,
How dreadful.
how dreadful. All right, so we
I
know
found
she
a
was
file
committed.
bearing Sarah Hawkins' name in the Institute's basement.
It makes sense. A powerful family like the Hawkins had the means to hide such a disgrace.
But everyone knows the Fullers have been taking care of the Hawkins for at least a generation.
I like his voice
And
actor a
all
lot.
were
I know I said
aware
that
of
before,
Mrs.
but
Hawkins' fragility.
Perhaps, but no one would allow a psychiatric internment.
From what I read in the file, Fuller used her as a subject of his experiments.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins, subjects of Dr. Fuller. Why those two?
wait, I didn't mention Francis. All right, so I saw dead
Dr.
bodies.
Fuller seems to be leaving a trail,
Trail
of
of
corpses.
corpses. The old corpse
Not to
trail.
mention those strange machines, chains, and tools of all kind.
Yes, I've been telling you that Fuller uses his patients as guinea pigs.
What I saw was more akin to torture than medicine.
Do you even hear what you're saying? Dr. Fuller is highly respected.
It's the truth, Ethan, and I'll prove it to you. I'm listening, Mr. Pierce.
All right, so that's all I can say to you. Talked all to you, right? Yeah, nothing else opened. What they had me endure.
I have flashbacks.
Oh, his eyes are creeping me on the top
What
left.
did they do to you?
There was that Dr. Fuller and a nurse. Blood everywhere.
Nurse Blood. What a hell of a name.
The pain, I couldn't bear it. I was screaming. They injected me with something.
The music's a little too calm
woke up
for what's
at the
going
instant.
on.
Bradley was there.
And how you scared us. You seemed demented.
Hey, we can't use
Likely
those
woke
words
up
anymore.
during the anesthesia. No wonder those memories haunt you. What in God's name were they doing to you?
What happened afterwards?
When I woke up the second time, I was in a padded cell. That's where you found me, Doctor. After you released me, I got a good look at what's in store for the patients of the Riverside Institute. Hallucinogenic gas pumped into the cells. An infernal machine. Horrific medical experiments.
Impossible. Dr. Fuller would never do such a thing.
You should believe it, Ethan. What Mr. Pierce saw is precisely what I've been trying to prove. Did you discover anything else?
Yeah.
I
Forget
read
what.
Francis Sanders.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah,
No,
the crazy shit that happened out there. Where are
Of
you
course,
going?
He's a patient.
Oh, you're going to go sit.
Or was.
Are you?
I haven't seen him since Dr.
you doing?
Fuller had him
Okay.
transferred to the
It's like
basement.
a dog trying to
No, Sarah
find a
Hawkins.
spot.
And that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain.
Yeah. I don't understand
Tell
how
me
you could
Mr.
explain
Sanders died.
that.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Wow, I seem
What do you
kind of
say?
panicked.
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
The music is really
Hawkins?
not fitting.
Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
It's
You know,
like peaceful
Francis
church
Sanders
organ
was a
music.
well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you
Interesting.
plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please
Excuse me.
spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I
Okay.
don't agree. She deserves the truth.
Okay.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
Who do I side with? I tell her what I saw.
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
But it could drive her mad.
This will affect your
Better
destiny.
madness than ignorance.
Yeah, that's
Very well.
one that would affect my
I'll
destiny.
go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
I'll do my best.
All right, that too. All right, Dr. Sanders' widow. Consult my journal. Okay, so I gotta talk to the widow. I have 8 character points. Nice. Stupid. Well, I may as well become an expert in an investigation. A master, I mean. And, well, I'll stick with that for now. I've got 2. Yes, I want to validate. Did something change here when I hit enter? That was weird. Hitting enter changes the game from window to full screen, I'm noticing. What the hell? What kind of janky? Alright. So I'm shaken. I skipped some mental trauma here. Interesting. Ritual, macabre discovery, death of Francis Sanders. Yeah, all these things have been crazy. The ordeals that I've gone through have left their mark, but you can still manage as best you can. You keep your mind busy. In order to chase away doubts and painful memories, you still have some way to go. Who knows where the mind could lead you along the paths of insanity? I wonder if drinking is one of these. I bet it is. I bet if I kept drinking all the time. So he was an art dealer. Gouged out his own eyes and smeared the walls of his cell with shit. He seemed to be obsessed with a shambler linked to Sarah Hawkins. He died before my eyes in circumstances I cannot explain. You are creepy with those glasses. Dr. Fuller is the doctor. He's dangerous, and I swear that he knows more about all this business than he's willing to tell. Yeah, I don't know what he's done to me, but I shouldn't be able to walk. Alright, so grab some clues. Wait, I did consult. Okay. So I gotta talk to the Sanders widow. I'm assuming I can go out that door. I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna just quickly poke around upstairs in the daylight while I can. I can't. Let's just leave. Oh, what? I just get there? Pierce, Colden, and Bradley decide to team up to solve the Sarah Hawkins case. They have a new trail to follow. Francis Sanders, an art collector and friend of the painter who died right in front of Pierce. The detective goes to his house in order to speak to his widow about the shambler that the unfortunate man mentioned. Oh, that the unfortunate man mentioned before he died. Ugh. So, there's just like, I'm sure you guys have noticed, but there's just like things, like little tiny things in this game that could have bumped it from pretty decent to pretty good. Like the music in the last scene. Excuse me, that just came out of nowhere. Like the music in the last scene, if it had gotten a little more sinister as sinister topics came up, like scripted sinister topics, you'd think, you know, like the music should have just changed to reflect that. Instead of just staying peaceful and happy.
What can I do for you, sir?
I was just like
Mrs. Sanders?
waiting.
I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may.
She's doing pretty well for
However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what
Oh.
brings me here.
what's kitty cat doing?
Well, look who's here.
Crazy eyes. Those crazy looking eyes.
You know each other.
We met
What
briefly.
a weird, awkward pause.
Time enough to iron out a few matters. The main thing is that we understood one another. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, Detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why?
She doesn't seem particularly
Why'd
wrecked
you?
up about it.
I spoke to Francis
he died.
before
Well.
he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
What's he just lurking in the
Very well,
office
Miss
for?
Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
Okay, so I guess like maybe she isn't so wrecked up about it because
May
if
I
he's been
inquire as to
crazy for a
when
while,
you had
she
the
could have just like gone
opportunity to
over
talk
it.
to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital.
Did I finish
He
my
spoke
thought
to me
there? I
about
started
Sarah
listening and I
Hawkins.
totally forgot.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings.
Gosh, she's got a gap between her teeth.
Please forgive
That's all
my
I can
tone.
notice.
The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
Yeah, I want to say you're taking it quite well, but I'll go with the
What happened to
psychology.
your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders.
Oh, now she's acting
But
wrecked
from what
up,
I saw,
maybe, or she might be
it
just
was inevitable.
itching her face on
The
her
man I
shoulder
met
like I do
yesterday
sometimes.
had lost his reason. He suffers no longer.
I'm not looking.
If you would
I'm not
allow me
controlling the
such a
camera right now.
platitude.
He's like,
Of course. Thank you for your kind words. Nobody in that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me.
"Hi,
However,
destiny
it
change
will
for the good,
require
possibly."
more than that to soothe my mind. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
I couldn't. Test eloquence? I'm doing it.
It's terrible what happened to your husband, but I had nothing to do with it. I was injured, and I came across him in the hospital quite by chance.
Injured? Well, I'm delighted to see you in such fine fettle,
Oh,
Detective.
there's the word of the day. What
Not
the hell does that
everybody
mean?
enjoyed such a prompt recovery.
I suppose Fuller does do miracles.
So did I succeed the eloquence
Luck
test, or
is
did I
obviously very kind to
did I
you.
fail it?
Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me.
Oh, I
And
can't
then
control the
leave.
camera now.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor?
I
Shambler,
probably should have
to
asked
use
about the
his
other things
precise
first. I
terms.
feel like this ends the conversation,
Well,
possibly.
You can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my
will.
only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed.
Yeah,
For my
seriously.
part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you are so eager to see it,
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be
Wait,
long.
no. Damn it, I wanted to ask more questions. Shit. Can I talk to you still? No, okay. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna snoop around every single damn thing. Ooh, what? I can play the piano? Hey, that's kind of nice. So this absolutely opens up a secret behind here. Gotta press them in the right order.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
Oh, look how proud he is. Stands like a real man. Whoop. What? Why am I reconstructing? Okay. Okay. What?
A house of artists.
Yes.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close.
I guess I'm
Friends, even?
former lovers. I guess I'm investigating the day that picture was taken.
Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally.
Where?
What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
I don't know. Oh, do I go into the hall? No. Do I go to the piano now?
The House of Artists.
No. I go to the painting that just materialized.
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom?
I'm excited to see this painting.
She despises Sarah Hawkins, but it's the painting she truly hates. Why? She didn't want Sanders to have the painting. She must have felt devastated.
Why? Cultism. What the hell? What? Oh, Jesus. I thought that was me.
The Shambler. I need to see it.
She's just standing there like, what the hell is this guy doing? Ooh, more medical tech. Tech. This second volume of the series covers everything from gas gangrene to trench nephritis. That's the trench foot. Cool, avant-garde series. The incredible complexity of this book reserves it for medical experts. So what, can I not understand it? What is it now? It was 14 before, it's at 20 now. I'm never gonna level this up. Holy, ugh, that's creepy. So yes, I will go see that painting. I want to find out what Kat's doing here, though. Ah, yeah, there was something over here I wanted to look at first.
Did she really care for him after all?
Dear Madam, I acknowledge the receipt of the letter in which you demand the body of your deceased husband. I am sorry to inform you that I cannot agree to return his body to you. Ugh, what a jerk. So he's just gonna burn it or something, I guess. Letter of refusal. I'm just stealing her notes. Oh no, I memorized it. Can I go in? Yeah? No. Looks like I can hide in there eventually. Where the hell is this gallery? It's kind of interesting that I can explore this entire place, though. Just try all the doors. Anything over here interesting? No, no. Anything outside? Yeah, so desolate. Can I check you? No. Well, there's not much I can actually poke around in. Alright, so I can't explore like I thought I could.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
It's got an achievement, Jack of all trades. An audio recording that Francis Sanders left for his wife, Irene. Alright, time to just listen to this personal message with her sitting right there.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes.
Wait, what was...
I can't take anymore. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
Those tones.
That accursed gallery. Those accursed paintings. That accursed Sarah.
Excuse me? Excuse me? No.
Irene,
I need to hear these
I made a
tones.
mistake. I fear that it might be
Excuse me.
too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes.
I feel like those are piano notes.
Irene,
No.
I made a mistake. I fear that it might be
Is this dagger part of Sanders' collection, or was he seeking to acquire it?
What? What? I thought I had a puzzle to solve. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Art and Mysticism, Forgotten Objects is a collection written by Francis Sanders, and it catalogs and categorizes all objects from all ages and origins that are linked to occult or mystical practices. It is open at the page of a dagger that bears a symbol that is not unknown to me. Well, solve the puzzle, I guess. Alright, so actual creepy shit's starting to happen, so I guess I hear... Oh! Hello! Oh, no, I thought... See? It sounds like a piano puzzle. Done it? In it, Gov? Alright, well, I'm gonna cut this here. The game is starting to actively fuck with me now that I'm going slightly crazy. I didn't know it was gonna do that. Either that or it was a graphical error. I wouldn't put that past the game, to be honest. But yes, I'm gonna cut this here. Fuck, that's a creepy painting. Ugh. I'm gonna cut this here. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side.